everybody, we're back for another tutorial. I got really excited, so I have several set up that we're going to do, and I'll be releasing them within the next few days. Today we're going to learn about how to make your own Marabou puff. This works with ostrich, but ostrich is like really wild, so when you work with ostrich, just expect a little more drama because they're like really fly away. You're going to end up with a lot of stuff. So when you do this, make sure to do this in a non-windy, non-fanned area. Otherwise, you'll have Marabou all over the place. In our supply shop, we do sell the little tiny chunks of Marabou, which are great for stuffing in between layers. One thing that I did notice is that some people like to just do a big, gigantic puff of Marabou, and what they like to do with it is they like to turn around and put just a center on and sell it as a clip of itself, or as a backing for a smaller bow, or as something to put on top of a huge bow. The first thing I like to use is a felt piece. I believe this is a 2-inch piece. I like it because it gives me a good base. But if you're not going to do a huge one, you just want a really small one that's going to be good for like a small puff, you might want to use the 1-inch. So this is the difference between this. I like them both personally. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get a chunk of Marabou. You can buy these at Hobby Lobby with those long boas. Yeah, that's what these are. The cool part is that if you want to make something larger than just to stuff inside of the layers of a bow, this works really well, and you can do it with any color, any kind. Just, you'll notice the difference. If it's really fluffy and very soft, it'll work really well for you. The first thing that I like to let everybody know is what we're going to need. So the first thing you're going to need is your glue gun, your handy glue gun, and you're also going to need to use your scissors. The first thing I like to do is figure out how long. Normally it's 2-inch or a 4-inch piece. I personally like to go more to the 2-inch side because I feel that the 4-inch piece ends up with a lot of like extra puffery, and you have to wind it around extra times, and sometimes it doesn't stick so well because this doesn't stick well to itself. So you're going to see you have one end right here. Try to get it close without blurring. And you have another end. All you need to do is cut, but then you want to shake it. I'm doing that off to the side, otherwise it'll be flying in the camera. And then the first thing you want to do is take your end, and I just kind of blow on it. So it just goes back, it forces the hair back a little bit. And then I just put a generous amount of glue. Probably the size of a small button. And then you're going to take this end, and you'll see it right here. You do the same thing. And then you attach both of the ends to each other. And make sure you get a little fur in there. You might burn your finger. And I just kind of squeeze them really tight. Okay, so now you're going to make sure that the ends are touching all the time. You don't want them, if they're only sticking to the hair, they'll come apart really easily, and you don't want that. Then the next thing you want to do is kind of like fluff it all to one side. If you see that one side is a little more like, see how this side's more of a flat and this side's puffy, that's what I want. I want the puffy look. So I just kind of pick the side that looks the prettiest. And I think that looks really cute. Okay. And then what I want to do is I'm going to just kind of make my back go like this. And then I'm going to get my 1-inch piece, and I'm going to put lots and lots of glue on that. Okay, you want to put a lot because you want to make sure you get coverage. And then you just kind of lay it right there. Okay, and you're going to let it dry like that. It usually takes like a minute or two. But once it's dry, what you can do is you can do it one of two ways. The first way is you can do it like that. Then you can add another pad onto your clip. Put your glue here and add that right on top. I kind of feel like it gives it a little extra base when you do that. So then when the child wears it, it won't get puffed off. Also, you can add it to a hat or a beanie, or even like a headband, like a crochet headband, or you can clip it on to pretty much anything. The other way to do it, the second way, is that as soon as your puff is made, instead of using 2 of these, you just do this one directly on it. And so there's not this other one. I like this because when I use these, I'm not sure when. I usually make like 3 or 4, and I know I'm going to make the bow soon, but I don't like right then and there. So I like to have that bottom so I remember which side was the puffier side, and also I just kind of have them handy. I don't have to commit to putting a clip on because not all the time do I need the clip. I want to actually adhere it onto a bow. The cool part on this, and just a few little ideas, is I like to get the 25 millimeter or 1 inch. And for those of you, I'll save you some time. For those of you that's stressed about what the heck a millimeter and how it kind of plays out, 25 millimeters is 1 inch. So 100 millimeters is 4 inches. So when you're ordering something and you see that it's like, especially like pretty much everybody but us in the US uses millimeters at some degree. And you'll notice that like if it says like it's 70 something millimeters, just know that that is like closer to 4 inches, because 70 something doesn't sound like a lot because the millimeters sound really tiny, but 25 of them equal 1 inch. So your 25 millimeter, which a basic standard bottle cap is 25 millimeters. This is a gem that's 25 millimeters, and you can glue that right onto the center, and they look really cute. You can also do resins or padded accents too, and they look really nice, and then you can, you know, glue it right on. One of the things that I do have for my daughter is like the beanies, and you can just clip them right onto the side of a beanie, and it looks really cute. It looks really nice and fun for a child to wear that. So anyway, just some ideas on how to use your Marabou puff, but ultimately this is what we're going for. It ends up being about a good 3.5 inches across or so. So just remember, you can do it on a clip, you can do it on a beanie, you can add a gem in the center, you can use the large one if you're going for the 4 inch, or you can use the small one if you're just going to do the 2 inch. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope it comes in handy when you're embellishing some of your crochet headbands or beanies or anything else.